Haha! Oh. Shoot, shoot, shoot! It's him! Intruders. I love his design. Leon, run! Oh no! Hey all you cool creatures. I'm Cryptid. Welcome to the Cryptid Plays YouTube channel. And today we are playing Emerald Wasp, which is a RPG Maker horror game where during a hazing, a young man gets trapped in a supposedly abandoned World War II bunker. After he meets another young man trapped in there, they must find a way to escape while avoiding and discovering what else is trapped in there with them. Now, this game contains disturbing enough content that the creator decided that it should be an 18+ game. I will be censoring some things if it's overly disturbing, but the content warnings include scenes of trypophobia, torture, suicide, murder, hallucinatory imagery, mention of alcohol and drugs, arachnophobia, entomophobia, which is the fear of insects, and foul language. Viewer discretion is advised, and like I said, I will be censoring anything that seems overly disturbing, which may include the trypophobia, because I do have that and I know how awful it is to look at. But we shall see. Now, this is not a voiced game. The characters are provided some voices when they pick things up or discover things, but they are not fully voiced, so I will be providing my own voices for the characters. So they may end up being a little goofy sounding, but with that out of the way, let's get started. Everyone, please take your seats. A lot of that went by too fast for me to read, just so you know. But 1987. It's just a hazing, come on. Is that so? I take you're not really interested in joining our fraternity, huh? You're chickening out already. What's with the long face? We're so nice, we're even letting you choose the place. Oh my god, this art's so cute. Like, I knew it was, looking at the art from the page and the, start screen, but I dig this art. The bunker. The one built during World War II. Getting tough. That place is freaky, but if you insist. I heard there's a treasure, a purple heart hidden somewhere. If you bring it to us, you can join the fraternity. You think you can do it, right? That's how it started. I wonder if it was just an accident or more than that. But the wall collapsed right after I entered, and I heard them run away laughing. Damn it, and now I'm trapped. I hope the legends about the tunnels are true. I have to get out of here. Ooh, okay. All pretty straightforward. Even the walk sprite is really adorable. This tree sprouted from the ground a long time ago. Its roots totally destroyed the pavement. This tree had a rough start, just like you. Now, this is a multiple ending game, so I'm gonna try to get all of them, but there's 8 endings, which is quite a lot. Plastic sheets and journals from the 60s. Festering. Do you want to search the crack in the wall? You found a mysterious piece of handwriting.
This should be interesting.
It looks like somebody hid it in here a long time ago. I think I missed the other dialogue, but he said it looks like it's from a diary. Notes from the fragmented diary will be stored in the logbook. You can access it from your inventory by pressing X. Then select items and press the 4th tab, called Diary Logs. Each entry will be in numerical order. Lovely. Stones fallen from what was probably the ceiling. A toolbox locked with an old combination lock. Nothing happened. The code must be wrong. Yeah. I don't know it yet. Technically, I think it's in the walkthrough, but I'm trying to go through some of this without knowing first. Because I'm willing to get a bad ending before I get the canon one, so. Sealed glass bottles. They contain hydrochloric acid. Take one? Sure. You took a hydrochloric acid bottle. It's a collection of books about cleaning with chemical solvents. There's a paragraph on iron. Read. Rust can easily damage and weaken iron. In such a state, it is easier to pulverize and smash it. Mixing hydrochloric acid and copper creates a mixture that can readily weaken iron. Keep iron away from copper and use vinegar gently to remove any hint of rust. Tin cans of paint. Most of them is pulverized by now, but you can smell a hint of fresh paint. Must be radioactive by now. His appearance is absolutely a look. It's very iconic. Expired cans of solvents, old newspaper clippings, and tons of dust. Looking at the newspapers used on the bottom to prevent spillings, you see articles dating back to the 60s. An array of expired solvents. Pure alcohol must have evaporated a long time ago. An old electrical cabinet. The power must have been cut ages ago. Even though it's been vandalized already, some of the copper wires are left. I could take copper from here, but I can't strip it barehanded. So I assume we're going to need gloves of some sort, or a wire stripper. Rotten wood. You found a medal. Find all 20 to access the bonus room after the credits roll. Ooh. Vandalized writings on the wall. There's also a single ominous paragraph you can read. Moreover, the Lord your God will send the hornet against them until those who are left and hide themselves from you perish. Deuteronomy 7:20. That is ominous. Wait, I just, realized that that's probably the combination, 720. You obtained a wire cutter. Oh, heck yeah. You also found a gun in the box. Do you want to take a gun? I guess. You obtained a loaded gun. Alright. Discarded the wire cutter. You obtained the copper strings. The door is locked. An iron door, it's stuck, but it isn't locked. Or the mixture. The iron is greatly weakened. Kick the door to open it? Yes. Rick, yes? Yeah, we're gonna go with that. It's coming from the locker. What to do? Oh God. Oh, that was the right decision. Okay.
That was easy.
Thank goodness. I owe you one, kiddo. What's your name? Wait, kiddo? He looks like he's probably our age. Oh, come on. I just want to know the name of my savior. By the way, I'm Archie. Nice to meet you. Oh no, I can choose to be a dick or I can choose to be nice. Leonid. Actually, let's be mean. Ugh, I'm Leonid.
Alright.
Don't be so cold. I told you, you did me a solid. We're brothers from now on. Leonid, huh? Like the Spartans' king? So, what were you doing in there? I was... let's say doing graffiti. Oh, really? Actually, you totally look like a burglar. You see right through me, don't ya?
That was easy.
Well, yeah, I thought I could make a small fortune in these ruins. Oh my. I was joking. So you really are a burglar. Oh, you were joking.
Alright.
Never mind. Given the circumstances, what about we hang together for a while? Archie joined your party. Oh, well, he's adorable. Okay, I'm curious. What happens if we shoot it? I'm gonna come back. Alright. Hey, I'm stuck. Please help. Okay, so we don't actually have a chance to hurt him. That's actually really good to know. Wait, what?
That was easy.
What's your name? Oh, come on. I just want to know the name of my savior. By the way, I'm Archie. Nice to meet you. Okay, we're gonna be polite this time because I chose that one, right? Anyway, how do you do? Leonid, huh? Like the Spartans' king?
Right.
Sounds nice, but I'll call you Leon for short. I can already tell we'll be a great team. So, what were you doing here? I was... let's say doing graffiti. Oh, really? You don't have a drop of varnish on you.
That was easy.
See? That's because I'm a pro. Not to brag, but I'm the swiftest person around. Some people even say my hands can do magic. Because you're a burglar. Touche.
Alright.
Never mind. Given the circumstances, what about we hang together for a while? Archie joined your party. Okay. Well, it's nice that we can't hurt him. I was worried that that was gonna like be some kind of ending thing where we accidentally shoot him. Say, you're a burglar, right? Oh, I'm so sorry if I had my mouse cursor on the screen. I prefer material properties manager.
This should be interesting.
Well, can you do something for me? Sure, what is it? This place is full of locked doors and I can't lockpick them myself.
All right.
Say no more, friend. Show me the door and I'll open it for you. Really? You're doing this for real? How else would you enter? Do you expect hidden spare keys to drop from the ceiling or something? Kinda? It is an RPG Maker horror game. Oh, by the way, I heard a loud crash before. I think we should check the entrance first. Okay, you've convinced me. Now I get what that loud crash was. Don't worry, leave it to me. Oh my god. Oh, my wrists. And none of the rocks even budged. I don't want to alarm you, buddy, but this is bad. Well, that seemed obvious to me. I mean, this is the only entrance I know, too. Unless you know another way to get out of here. Oh no! I mean, I don't know if these matter. We're screwed. I hope you have more survival knowledge than me or we're screwed. I went camping when I was 5. I hope it counts. Well, we have to find a solution. That is, another exit. We will. Alright, let's see if I can get through some of these locked doors. Now, give me a second. Lockpick instructions. Press up, down, left or right to move the lockpicks. Press enter, spacebar, X to exit. There we go. Playing Skyrim pays off. You want to search the hall. Yeah. You found a mysterious piece of handwriting.
This should be interesting.
Why is it in here? Alright, note 2. Writing has become so painful. My escape attempt failed, and as a result, they plucked my fingernails one by one. When I came back to the elevator, I noticed some pieces were removed. They noticed I hijacked it, and now they're preventing me from using it again. Alright. Old machinery lies dormant. Hey, I know this one! It's an old seismometer. Which would be earthquake stuff, but we're gonna say, what does it do? They record seismic movements and earthquakes. They're usually combined with a timing device and a recording device to form a seismograph. Ugh, that thing behind the machines. Did you see that? There's honey dripping from the closet. Weird. I think we shouldn't touch this. Hey, I know this one. Okay. Got it. So the whole thing is a seismometer? Oh no, if this is called Emerald Wasp, are we going to be dealing with some kind of wasp thing. I'm a little scared of that. The machine is too damaged to regain functionality. Some parts, though, seem to be in good shape. You search inside. You found the control unit. By the way, I'm going to be surprised if I get the canon ending first, but so far things are going smoothly. You found a medal. Speaking of, rubble. Why were you hiding in the locker? No. How did you even fit in there? Well, it's because it was empty, of course. Nothing of value was left. But I digress. I heard a sudden loud noise and I didn't have much time to think. I wanted to get out immediately, but it got locked accidentally from the outside. How long have you been there then? I'm not sure myself. Poor guy. I don't know if I trust him, but that would suck. The doors are firmly shut. Now give me a second. Whoa. Why are all the candles lit? The Beehive. It's a recollection of a social experiment. Most of the documents are missing or jumbled up. Do you wish to read something? Let's read them all. Wasps are social animals. They're hard workers and obey their queen. However, their life expectancy is very short-lived. A society of expendable individuals that would die for their queen. The name Wasp has been used for many warships and other military equipment. Alright, let's go to 2. Queen wasps in the adult stage can hibernate. While all wasps have a life expectancy of 22 days at maximum, the queen can live for more than 1 year. This doesn't apply to parasited wasps. Those infected by the X Visparum female survive and overwinter like future queens. This is the only occurrence where a common wasp can imitate the same status of a queen. I'm learning about wasps. I never thought I would. Many of the solitary wasps are parasitoidal, meaning they lay eggs on or in other insects. Any life stage from egg to adult, and often provision their own nests with such hosts. Unlike true parasites, the wasp larvae eventually kill their host. Wasp society is divided in classes. The workers are the basis of the colony. They provide food, scouting, nesting, and take care of the larvae and pupae. The drones are created only for reproductive purposes, and after mating successfully, their lifespan is over and they die. The queen is the life essence of the colony. She spends her whole life in the nest. If the queen dies, the whole colony dies. But there are also parasitic wasps. These wasps are antisocial and can take the same role as the queen. The emerald wasp is one of them. Zombification already exists in nature. Species such as snails, ants, grasshoppers, and cockroaches with zombie traits have been observed. Usually, through a parasite or a fungus, which could also be a parasite technically. Among them, wasps are the deadliest. Their parasitic nature gains them access to the neural system of their victim's brain. That's enough. Scientific Research Department, left wing. Hymenoptera? what? It's the order of a family of wasps. Just the fancy scientific name of it.
All right.
You're so knowledgeable. I bet you're going to become a great scientist one day. Gee, thanks for the flattery, Archie. A color encyclopedia, there's a snippet dedicated to wasps and how they perceive colors. Attractive colors. Wasps are drawn towards most colors except red. This is because they cannot see red and will ignore it in favor of other colors, particularly yellow and white. I never knew that. Dangerous colors. Bees and wasps instinctively perceive dark colors as a threat. I did know that. Bees and wasps see the color red as black, so they perceive it as a threat. Light and darkness. While insects can only differentiate between light and darkness, wasps are capable of seeing in full color. The red end vision of the wasp is very poor, but they see most of the other colors properly up until what is known as the ultraviolet. So if I touch other bookshelves, do I get any information? A rusty plate recites, Project Beelzebub, right where a pile of books is missing. The Winter's Tale by Shakespeare. He has a son, who shall be flayed alive, then anointed over with honey, set on the head of a wasp's nest. Someone was obsessed with wasps here. Then stand till he be 3/4 and a dram dead, then recovered again with aqua vitae, or some other hot infusion. Then, raw as he is, and in the hottest day, prognostication claims, shall he be set against a brick wall, the sun looking with a southward eye upon him, where he is to behold him with flies blown to death. It's pretty awful. Project UK Hilltop. This experiment studied brainwashing techniques, then used to develop new methods of interrogation. It started in 1954. This included, but was not limited to, imprisonment, deprivation, humiliation, torture, hypnosis. The research team under Dr. Wolf's assistance began to formulate a plan through which they would develop drugs and various brain-damaging procedures. Project Monarch. Project Monarch was named after the monarch butterfly. It referred to the feeling of being lifted through vertigo, similar to the fluttering of the butterfly when given electroshock treatment. Also, there was a symbolic representation from larvae to beautiful butterfly. It was a process of metamorphosis. What was indeed a form of dissociation of the individual provoked to create multiple personalities in the mind of the subject. In both experiments, a central personality was created, then a secondary one was activated, given certain stimuli. The victim, or slave, behaves like a computer that executes a precise code. The central personality has no recollection of the slave's actions. It was an exploit of a defense mechanism in the mind. A collection of studies on lobotomy. Do you want to browse some pages? The Crowbar Case. The American Crowbar Case. On September 13th, 1848, Gage was directing a work gang blasting rock while preparing the roadbed for the Rutland and Burlington Railroad. At the time of the accident, when the powder exploded, Gage's head was into the line with the blast hole. Oh no! The tamping iron entered the left side of Gage's face in an upward direction from the jaw. Passed behind the left eye, through the left side of the brain, then completely out of the skull. He vomited brains and blood, but survived the accident with a partial paralysis of the left side of the face. His temper, however, was deeply changed to the point of being unrecognizable. Gage's memory and general intelligence seemed unimpaired after the accident, but the equilibrium between his intellect and animal propensities was destroyed. In this regard, his mind was radically changed, so decidedly that his friends and acquaintances said he was no longer Gage. Ooh. This seems important. You decide to write down the page to carry it with you. You wrote down the Crowbar Case. Alright, I want to see what the Lancet is. 1915 Lancet. Research has found that the brain tissues of patients exhibit a pattern of injury in the areas responsible for decision-making, memory, and reasoning. Immense pressure changes are involved in shell shock. Even mild changes in air pressure from weather have been linked to changes in behavior. The study revealed that while the brain remains initially intact immediately after low-level blast effects, the chronic inflammation afterwards is what ultimately leads to many cases of PTSD. The treatment of chronic shell shock varied widely according to the details of the symptoms, the views of the doctors involved, and the rank and class of the patient. Chronic treatment included electroshock therapy and, in severe cases, lobotomy. Oh, I'm learning more on this subject than I ever intended to. Lobotomy is a pretty sad thing, though. Project Artichoke. In an attempt to answer the question, can we get control of an individual to the point where he will do our bidding against his will and the laws of nature? In 1950, a series of projects were started. One of these programs, Project Artichoke, studied hypnosis, forced morphine addiction, drug withdrawal, and the use of chemicals to incite amnesia in subjects. A related program was registered as Project Monarch. The Milgram's Obedience Experiment. I've actually heard of this one. After the Eichmann trial, psychologist Stanley Milgram wanted to better understand why people obey. Are people accomplices or just following orders? The study involved ordering participants to deliver increasingly painful shocks to another person, an actor pretending to be injured unbeknownst to them. The participants fully believed they were giving electrical shocks to the other person. Pressured by the authorities, 65% of participants continued to deliver painful and fatal shocks to the victim, even when begged by the victim to stop. They were greeted with a dead silence and thought they'd killed a man. I'm glad that it was just actors. Even though it's literally so absolutely awful that people would go through with that. Oh, I know this one too. The Stanford Prison Experiment. A fake prison was set up in the basement of the Stanford Psychology Department. Participants were split in prisoners and guards. The experiment was designed to look at the effect of a prison environment would have on behavior. Oh my god, I'm so sorry. Set in 1970, it was programmed to last 2 weeks. Instead, it stopped after only 6 days. The participants playing the guards showed a sadistic and abusive behavior, while the prisoners became anxious and emotionally disturbed. There's a large book that has no pages. You notice it's actually a little box. Open it? No. Better not touch anything suspicious. Well, it's more no until I save. So what did I get? You obtained the sheave. What's the sheave? Corpus callosum. It is possible to divide the consciousness. Corpus callosum cuts the matrix fiber of nerves that separates both brain hemispheres. This results in 2 independent conscious entities existing simultaneously within the mind. I get everything over here. The cover of this book is faded with dust. There's some clippings on the pages. What would you like to read? 1414. Out of the eater, something to eat. Out of the strong, something sweet. Judges 14:14. This is Samson's riddle, a riddle that appears in the biblical narrative about Samson, which he wagered to 30 Philistine guests. The riddle was impossible to guess with deduction, as it was based on a private experience of Samson's, who killed a lion and found bees and honey in its corpse. The Philistines, who could not solve the riddle, were slain to pay the terms. Therefore, the solution of the riddle is as follows. What is sweeter than honey? What is stronger than a lion? This seems important. You decide to tear this page to carry it with you. Good. You wrote down the solution to Samson's riddle. Alright, let's look at 720. Moreover, the Lord your God will send the hornet against them until those who are left and hide themselves from you perish. From Deuteronomy. This is the first verse in the Bible mentioning hornets. Other famous ones are found in Exodus and Joshua. I know nothing about the Bible. Any forms. Anyways, Cantus 3, Inferno. The first part of the Italian epic poem Divine Comedy. The Inferno describes Dante's journey through hell, guided by the ancient Roman poet Virgil. In Cantus 3, we see those who didn't take a side during the rebellion of angels. They race around through the mist in eternal pursuit of an elusive, wavering banner while relentlessly chased by swarms of wasps and hornets, who continually sting them. Who is so obsessed with wasps here? The article reads like this. Wasps are huge. Bastards? Allies in biological warfare. They have a striking similarity to humans in the fact they recognize not only their kin but faces too. Both social wasps and honeybees use alarm pheromones to warn their buddies about nearby dangers. Alright. This is so frustrating. Hold on a second, I have the key to this one. I guess I can trust you, just don't tell anybody of my little hideout, okay? You received the hideout key from Archie. It's not the first time I've come here, of course. Well, it's the first time I became trapped in here, but make yourself at home, and use it when you need some rest. To access the hideout, select the hideout key from your inventory. You will be automatically brought here. Oh, that's cool. Spending time in the hideout is not necessary, but who knows what you might find. Right? Do you want to play some music? Oh, that's so cool. You can rewatch the movies you encounter in the game here. Who knows, it might come in handy. What would you like to watch? We don't need to watch the intro at the moment. It looks comfy, but it's discolored by dust. Wait. How's there electricity going to the TV? Comfy, but as hard as a rock. Let's chat to kill time. Archie talks. A lot. All these dialogues are optional, but he may also comment about your journey. Dialogues can't be redone, though. When you're done, you can exit the room, and when you come back, he will reprise with a new topic. Speak to him again if you want to initiate a conversation. So, have you always been like this or what? Doing graffiti, let's say. Hey, I wasn't a bad kid from the start. I was, you know, just interested in dismantling and fixing things to see how they were made inside. It was actually my boss's idea. Just do it once, he said, and I'll pay your debts. How could I say no? Debts? Yeah. My dad made an awful lot of them when he was trying to bigger his business. When I came back home that day, I saw my mom finally smiling after a long while. I even bought a raincoat for my little sister. And then what happened? And then that man blackmailed me. If I didn't do as he said, he would denounce me to the authorities as the culprit. I literally had no choice. It was his word against mine. I was just trying to stay afloat. But, What's your family like? You said you have a little sister. What's your family like? Trying to distract me from bad memories? That's nice of you, buddy. I appreciate it. And yes, name's Alice. She's actually my stepsister. There, look at this. Oh, it's so cute. Archie proudly shows you a picture of his sister. There. Hey, about those strange things on the walls. You were gasping earlier. Are you okay, man? Thank you. I feel a little better now. I don't know how to explain. Well, maybe for starters, I don't particularly like wasps' nests either. Don't worry. Yeah. I feel kinda uncomfortable when I see those. It's strange. When I see them, I feel my skin crawl, my head spinning, and in no time I'm sweating. I feel the same about lotus seeds and dotted surfaces. My man, we share a fear in trypophobia. Hell yeah. No, but seriously, that bleh, bleh. And we're probably gonna have some of that in this game, so it's called trypophobia. I see. I'm allergic to bee stings too. Just in case I need it, man. Do you know what to do when an allergic person is stung? I mean, I assume use an EpiPen, but do we have one? No? I call the ambulance, I guess. You need to give me a shot of adrenaline first, or you'd better call the hearse. Anyway, this would make the difference between life and death for me. I thought you ought to know. Let's hope we'll never need this intel. I hope so. And you, my friend? What are you afraid of? Oh, come on. I let you into my absurd fear. How bad can this possibly be? I have a fear of thunder and pure darkness. That I feel you on to. It's ridiculous, I know. Then I'll keep the rooms lit the best I can. There's nothing to be ashamed of, though. What's with that face? Look at me. I'm 24 and still Look at me, I'm 24 and still shit scared by Dawn of the Dead. Wait, what? And that creepy PSA commercial, too. Which one? With the spirit of dark and lonely waters. You know, I was scared by that same commercial. This is really cute. I really enjoy these characters. By the way, I can't actually save in here, so. About those creepy diaries. It seems they were written by someone who tried to escape before. Do you think he succeeded? I'd like to think so. He said he tried to hijack the elevator, so we must be close to an exit. And maybe we're on the right track, who knows? But what if we're not? What if he never got out, and we're going to trap ourselves the same way he did? No, no, no. Let's stay positive. We're going to get out of this. Let me switch the subject. What will you do when you're out of here? Well, let's see. Don't think. Just tell me the first thing you'll do. In that case, I'll sign up for chemistry classes. I needed some sprint. I guess the threat to die is the one I needed. I don't quite understand that, I needed some sprint. I assume he means that he needed a push, so. Oh, that's cool. I didn't think much besides ordering pizza. But you definitely have to get out of here and become the best doctor of all, buddy. Hey, I was thinking, you say you didn't come here alone? Where are your friends? They're not my friends. Huh? No? We're in the same group, that's all. I don't think they like me very much. Sorry to hear that, bro. It's okay. I'm not bothered anyways. They sure aren't, so I learned to do the same. I don't think they would be looking for me either. I get what kind of people they are. You do? Why? Because I have no friends myself. Well, people have a reason to think I'm a loser since I'm in trouble with the police and whatnot. but you are not an underdog, a nerd, or a loser. Don't let them treat you like one. No, fair. If we find them before they find you, I'll smack their faces. Just you wait. Please do. Yes, let's do this. They will be sorry for treating me like garbage and not looking for me in this place.
All right.
That's the spirit. Then it's settled. I love Archie. I think he's so funny. So, let's talk about important stuff. Let's talk about chicks. Hell yeah. I guess that's important to guys in their 20s. You can't be serious. If you're quite dreading this conversation, haha. Why is that, my friend? Don't worry, I think I get it. Say it out loud. Just say it out loud. I don't like illusions. What do you want me to say? I don't care if you're straight, gay, ace, etc. You don't even have to tell me if you don't feel comfortable with it. I would be disappointed only if you put pineapples on pizza, so unless you do that, don't you worry, okay? Are you sure it's okay, Archie? Oh, come on. Do you think I would really be mad over this? I could never look down on you. Well... Oh, that's dirty. I actually put pineapple on pizza. I don't know which of these to choose. The two funny ones are so good. I'll just go with I'm ace. Actually, it's okay. There's no reason not to tell you it, after all. I'm ace. My colleagues, the ones I came here with, they think I'm a weirdo. I don't even know how to explain. I don't know other people who feel the same way as I do, at least not in person. I'm sorry. I'm always a killjoy at parties. And what are you apologizing for? I would understand the shame if you were telling me you went to rob a store. But this? You ain't doing nothing wrong, man. I may not understand on my skin how you feel, but I'm rooting for you regardless. And those losers who left you in this place? They can screw themselves. I wasn't expecting this, but I'm glad. I'm not a well-read man, but I would never mean harm on you. So if I say something dumb or offensive to you, just let me know, okay? I got you covered, buddy. Thank you for understanding. It's refreshing, you know? You're not as ignorant as you think, Archie. It's no use for me to talk about women, but you can talk to me of whatever you want, you know? So go ahead. I'm all ears. Okay then. You spend a solid 20 minutes hearing Archie rambling about the shy bookworm next door. Oh God, Archie's so cute. They're both cute. I love them. I hope these guys end up being best friends after this. Man, I know it sounds lame, but kind of miss my mom now. Yeah, it's lame. Nah, I get it. Nah, I get it. I miss my family too. Oh, I thought you were on your own for some reason. What's your family like? Nothing interesting to talk about, I guess. I insist. Fine. I'm actually adopted. I don't even really know my biological parents. But my mom and dad took me in as an infant, so I don't really care. So you never look for them, why? I never really put any thought into this. I simply didn't. All I know is that they gave me the name Leonid. They must have loved you to give you a name, I think. Leonid is a hell of a name. No. You don't know them, and neither do I. You don't know how it feels. I spent years wondering why they discarded me, and I'm not sure I want to know or even imagine. What if I look for them and I discover something bad? Like they're murderers, or they died horribly. I am content the way I am with my real parents. Well, that's a possibility. But it also may be the opposite. Besides, all I know about them is they might have been in the military. I was found with a letter and a dog tag on me. But it's a weird one. It's shaped like it was supposed to be split in half. And it is indeed broken. May I see it? Sure, I don't see why not. You lend Archie your good luck charm for a moment. Man, that's crazy. It would sell for a fortune. Yeah, forget what I said. I wasn't being serious. Weren't you? Anyway. I knew it, you bastard. But it's so cool. It's straight out of the 50s, maybe the 40s. They're family heirlooms now. Your dad or your gramps might be of my side of the world, maybe. Is that a good path for investigation? Maybe. But let's leave the investigation for when we're out of here for now. Dude, I'm at a loss for words now. I know, it never happens. Do you wish to speak about something in particular? Feel free to comment on the game page your requests. If there's anything you'd like them to talk about, it will be added to the next versions of the game. That's so cool! Love that. Yes. Alright. It's an old-fashioned elevator. One of the pieces is missing. It looks like it can only go downstairs. Probably it was used to transport something. Do you know how to hijack it? Maybe. If we can find the missing piece, I can make it work no problem. So, what do you need? Let's see. I need to switch the control unit, the motor, and sheave. Do you think you can bring them to me? When you gather all three of them, I can fix the control room and start the engine. What do I have? I have the sheave. I have the control unit. I need an engine? Like a surgeon, cutting for the very first time. Was the Weird Al parody out at this point? That the game takes place? I can't remember. Oh, never mind. It's just a song. Did it break the tension a little? Yes. Oh. You hit against something hard. You want to take it. Yes. You found the motor. Cool.
All right.
Well then, time to assemble.
That was easy.
Piece of cake, am I a genius or what? Oh, please. Yes, you are. Might as well be nice. You did good. Uh-oh. Surrender. We got you cornered. If you cooperate, we won't harm your comrades. You decide. I have to surrender. Very well. I knew you would be reasonable. The Queen will be pleased when you'll pledge your loyalty to Her Majesty. Workers, take him to the rows. We'll sort this poor excuse of a soldier later. Oh, and about the soldiers. No! That's horrible. So basically, this is how you ended up locked up here. A hazing? In a secluded bunker? We're already 6 feet under. They might as well have brought flowers before sending you here. So why didn't you just wait at the entrance for them to call some backup? I have to retrieve that purple heart first. And also, While I was looking for another exit, I found this. You show Archie the diary entries you collected. I believe there's somebody else trapped here. It's a faint possibility, but I can't ignore it. Oh yeah, on that matter. Hey man, I don't know how to tell you, but I gotta put it off my chest. What's up? You see, when I was hiding in the locker, I wasn't hiding from the police. I actually think there's something in this place. What? I must sound crazy. Come on, would I ever lie to you? It's so tough. What did you see? It ain't a large beast, I'm pretty sure, but it was tall and standing. Black fingers, and a red eye. The other was black. I mean, the red eye was glowing in the dark, kinda. It was dark and I couldn't see well, though. What do the other dialogue choices get me? I must sound crazy. Come on, would I ever lie to you? Wasn't this place abandoned? Judging by the don't cross signs, it should be. And if it's not just an animal or an addict, you mean something was living here long before? Alright, let me get the last two pieces of dialogue. Why didn't you tell me sooner? And if I did, would you have believed it? Probably you'd ask me if I was high. Come on, would I ever lie to you? Enough nonsense. We have to get out of here. Now. All right. Oh, God. It's pitch black. I can't see a damn thing. Hold on, let me try something. Okay. There you go. What ominous music. The sand is overflowing, reaching the level of your shoulders. You see something on the other side. Diving into the sand is out of the question. I wonder if there's something I can catch it with. Yeah, looks like the sand would touch our shoulders. Let's investigate our surroundings, A decorated tile. The holes could fit 4 little spheres. It seems like a particular type of lock. Let's look for something big enough to fit the holes, and I should be able to crack it up no problem. Vines obstruct the entrance. I'm sure there will be something sharp to cut them laying around somewhere.
All right.
Let's go, buddy. A skeletal hand is sticking out of the ground. Most of the food servings are rotting. Cockroaches crawl everywhere. The stench is horrendous. Let's just close it, okay? The skeletal remains of a man. They're surprisingly well taken care of. It has 1 gemstone in the left orbit. Do you want to take it? Yeah. You obtained a red gemstone. Pretty sure that's the... Oh! That's an awful sound. Achievement unlocked. Monarch butterflies are pinned in the frames. Their wings are decaying. Bones are emerging from the muddy terrain. Just whose bones are these? Hey man, do you mind resting in the hideout for a while? My feet are sore and I think I've noticed something. I might as well tell you while we're there. Alright, what'd you notice, bud? So, you said you wanted to talk about something. What is it, Archie? It's about the painting with the lions in the tree. You saw it, didn't you? Yeah. I was more concerned about the skeletons in that room, to be honest. 'Cause you're not a burglar, my homie. This whole place has been robbed and there's that old valuable painting just laying out there. Hear me out on this. I'm not the only one who would have thought to steal and sell an old painting, but that one was protected. There's no way that people would have robbed the copper wires in the mattresses first, leaving something like that. It was guarded for sure. That's right. It mustn't be a mustn't be a coincidence. Now that I think about it, wasn't something in the library about lions too? Yeah, the Samson's riddle. You mean the Samson's riddle? I didn't think about it. Whoever chose that crest wanted to say that bees and wasps are stronger than lions, perhaps. I start to see a pattern in this. You only started just now? Wasps, trees. What if that isn't a simple family crest, but a royal crest of its own? And then there's also something else that rubs me the wrong way. That tree near the closed entrance. Well then, let's leave. That's a really cool way to kind of point us in the right direction, though. Oh well. Found a medal! Wonder if I'm gonna find all 20 pieces. This room is surprisingly clean. Cards scattered on the floor. There are many copies of the Queen of Diamonds. You found a medal. The Global. The Legacy of Rasvet. Rasvet? In 1987, Rasvet was a model of surprise. It started as an intelligence operation and ended up becoming one of the most mysterious disappearances to this day. None of the members of the operation who landed in the area were found. A search by a fleet of Air Force, Navy, and Coast Guard air-sea rescue craft failed to turn up a clue to the missing soldiers even decades later. There's a bookmark on an old article about radiation. Do you want to read it? Yes. Dr. Carl Tanzler's process. In 1940, the doctor was brought to court for maliciously destroying a grave and removing the body of a woman without authorization. He kept her body for 7 years at home. He bought her clothes, served her dinner, and read books for her. I've heard of this. Tanzler was planning to transport her body high into the stratosphere so that radiation from outer space could penetrate the tissue and restore life to her somnolent form. You notice that the word radiation is circled in a sign of attention. Wasp nests are infesting the walls. I feel sick. Yeah, I don't blame you, bud.
All right.
All right, let's get this done real quick. Aha! Oh. Shoot, shoot, shoot! It's him! Intruders. I love his design. Leon, run! Oh no! Immediate game over. I'm never ready for chases. Quick, Quick, Leon, let's block the door. I'll keep it shut, but I can't stall very long. Grab something to block the doorknob. You block the door handle with the stool. God, that is the worst sound. I am definitely, hopefully lowering it in edit. Good grief. You... What are you doing here? Step back now. What now? What are you doing? He will totally get in. He won't. It's loaded. As soon as he opens the door, he's dead as dust. Well then, who are you? Did you capture my colleagues? This is not important. It's you. I know it's you, kid. I know it's you, kid. Oh my. Is he gone? I believe so. Good gracious. Feel all my muscles burning. I might as well sit on that stool. Archie stares at you. He seems quite shaken. Punch him. Shake him. Question him. Wow. Question him. Hey, Archie. Calm down. He's gone. Sorry, man. I thought he'd get me this time. No need to apologize. But I need you to be honest with me. Who are you really? Why are you here? And I mean for real. And we need to share all the info we have if we want to come out of this safe and sound. You won, my homie. As I told you already, I don't know who he is. The uniform he's wearing, though, is one of the Operation Rasfet. I heard it on the news once. The members of that operation were allegedly all vanished. Presumably dead. My boss was involved in the operation. He sent me here to retrieve a secret document before the authorities do, but said nothing about survivors. I didn't lie to you, I'm just a clueless guy. You can consider me the expendable pawn a criminal wouldn't mind to waste. Here, take this. Archie hands you a mysterious piece of handwriting. I found it while I was scavenging the upper floor. It looks like those war diaries or something. Also, I'm gonna see if I can find more medals. Vodka. It wipes away your tears, removes your fears. Yeah, vodka. It's a song, dude. This kid. Alright. 6. My old pals came for me. I thought they were going to save me, and yet their Beretta was pointing at me. Why? Didn't they recognize me? Was it when they yelled at me monster that I... that Xavier or Javier? I'm not sure. Klaus, Gerard. I'm sorry. The potted plant was kicked over. Mirror shards, fallen from a frame that used to reflect the painting on the opposite wall. Take it? Yeah. Obtained a mirror shard. Alright, let's exit. Yeah. The glass shatters into pieces, but the way is finally clear. You keep a little piece of the mirror. There's something in this broken barrel. Search inside. Really? Yeah. You put your hands in the barrel. You obtained a net.
All right.
Neat. Now we can drop it in the sands. Sand will flow right through it, but we might be able to trap something in there. Cool. A metal chain hanging from the ceiling. Don't pull it yet. Always save. Yep. Did I kill? Rubble fallen from the ceiling. If it hit your head, you would have died. I did not kill Archie. Oh, thank God. Jars meticulously stored. Wait, is that honey? Isn't that supposed to go into the kitchen? Not necessarily. In fact, it can be used for preserving corpses, too. I'm suddenly not hungry anymore. Were you seriously thinking of digging in? A decrepit wooden bed, deprived of its mattress. Wasps have infested it with their hives. Have Archie inspect it, that's kind of messed up. You take the matter on your own and inspect the bed. Oh! Hey man, did you get stung? Are you alright? Yeah, it hurts. And to add salt to the wounds, there's nothing here. What was I expecting after all? Weeds are thriving in the rotting wood. Inspect the bed. Hey, wait a second. Those things have... thorns. Hey, Archie. Oh, God. I'm going to test and see what happens. When he gets stung, he's probably gonna die. You want me to touch that thing? If I get stung, I might die, you know that. Oh shit, they got angry! Like hell I'm touching that. Oh, okay. I'm glad he survived. We inserted the gemstone. You see something on the other side. Yes, let's catch it. Sand flows through the net, yet you're able to get something stuck in it. The net retrieved 2 small objects. You found a red gemstone and a metal. Cool. No reason to go to the flooded floor, but what if? By the way, I think I am missing some stuff. I don't know if I can go back now. What you did to the colony is unforgivable. The Queen commanded to keep you alive, but we're not as benevolent as Her Majesty. Luckily, we can fix you. That poor man. Found a medal. The plate of the fresco fallen from the mural. It reads like this. In honor of the past queens, Bellatrix, Beetlejuice, Scythe, and Rigel. Aren't those all names of stars? Let them guide us. It's a chandelier. Oh look, those stars aren't part of the fresco. I got this. Tell me which ones I should press. It said something about the 4 horsemen of Ben-Hur, didn't it? Or horsemen of... never mind, let's just solve the riddle. Do you want to solve it now? You won't be able to save or exit the screen if you do. Give me a second. Oh! You can see another space beneath the crack in the wall. I'm not finding anything else to do, so... I am going to assume that the big stars are the ones that we press. Oh! A secret passage opened! I did it! Not sure I like that sound. It's pitch black. I can't see a damn thing. Let me flick the lighter. Sure you want to? Huh. I do not like this. Wasps are blind to red. They see it as okay, so I can't step off of the path. Stay on the red path and you're good to go. You hear footsteps approaching. Oh, come on. Got through. The walk mechanic is kind of sticky, so sometimes they don't walk fully, but then sometimes they overshoot things. So that's part of why I was failing a lot. Leon, wait! Watch out! This pit is full of wasps' nests. If you get stung, you're toast. It looks more like an ossuary. I guess wasps have that sort of thing too. They do. They have their own way of sealing and discarding their dead, as any intelligent species. No. I wasn't asking. I gave a look just because I was hoping we would find that fourth marble and... I suppose you're looking for this. Hey, it's that gemstone. Hand it over, please. As you wish. Oh, come on, you jerk. The red gemstone was tossed into the pit. You can go fetch it now. It's yours. If you ever make it out of there, that is. All right. So the item is down there. Smash up for your life. Oh boy. So, was that death? Leon? By the way, I may censor that. That is trypophobia, and it is, absolutely disgusting. Don't fret. It will hurt only for a moment. Can you hear me, Leon? 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 Can you hear me? Oh gosh. Keep your eyes closed. Hello? Not yet. God damn it, Leon. It's me, Archie. Thank goodness you're awake. You were knocked out cold for so long I was starting to worry. Oh right, watch this. How many fingers do you see? Oh my god. I don't know what to choose. It's probably 2. Screw you, Archie. You dumbass, I'm fine.
That was easy.
Yeah, I can see. It's good to have you again. But to be honest, I wish that when I opened my eyes, this would all be a long gone nightmare. Being home now, that would be good. Oh yeah, your family must be worried sick. When you get out of here, forget about hazings and frat boy stuff if you don't want to get disowned. Bold of you to assume I will make it out alive. We're trapped in a World War II bunker with an assassin, and I am no Rambo, just a university student. Of course you will. This is the stuff to tell your kids and grandkids. One day you will be able to laugh at this memory, and meanwhile you might also have become a Nobel Prize doctor. And then, doesn't your dog tag say to come back home in one piece? Man, you must really hold on to your good luck charm. I wonder if that was the real meaning. After all, I didn't have a home yet. Where else was I supposed to come back alive? But I suppose you're right, Archie. My dog tag might be split in half, but I'll do my best to come back in one piece. But how are we going to do that? But that man, the gemstone, I jumped into the pit and I'm here. How? I pulled you out of there. That's how. It was scary as hell, but I was just in time. And you got out safely with just little bruises. The gemstone is still clutched in your hands. You really, really didn't want to give that up. And about the axe crazy soldier, he's not here. He disappeared. The gate has no lock or keyhole, and I heard no closing sound, so... Is there a secret passage? What if he had a way to appear and disappear before our eyes? To think of it, he's always a step ahead of us. You saw him upstairs with the broken elevator, but he was already here before us. He appeared again in front of the closed gate before us. And you heard no unlocking sound. You must definitely know some secret passage. The tunnel. What if the story of the tunnel connecting to the city is true, and he knows the underground? Then we should get going. We might have a chance to get out of here. All right. We also have the orb now. Let's get going. The lighter, Archie. Okay, so I'm gonna go back and get a couple of the other choices with Archie, just to see what they do. How many fingers do you see? 6? I think we might have a problem. Don't worry, I'm perfectly fine. But to be honest, I wish that when I opened my eyes, this would all be a long-gone nightmare. Okay, so now I'm gonna choose, are we dealing with a ghost? And then I will go back and get the other 2 choices of when he asks us what we see. Are we dealing with a ghost? Impossible. I refuse to believe it's paranormal activity. Yeah, me neither. But having an axe-crazy survivor here is no better than that. To think of it, he's always a step ahead of us. Alright. What do we see? 4, of course. 4 with the 2 hiding on your back. You can't fool me.
That was easy.
Oh, you noticed. I wanted to prank you just a little. How many fingers do you see? 2. Why?
All right.
Don't worry, just checking. You're perfectly fine. All right. The gate has no keyhole and it's closed shut. What the heck? Well, now we can put that gemstone in the spot. You insert the gemstone. Looks like there's only one missing. We've searched everywhere in these rooms, though. I wonder where we can find the last one. Yeah, me too. Do I have anything that can take out that space? What? Well, I have to try it. Unfortunately, yes. I guess this is the only way to escape this place. I'll finally be free. Game over. Yeah, I knew that was gonna happen, but whoo, I didn't know that was an option. Leave it to me, I'm wearing gloves after all. There you go. Yes! So it was in this room. I know I looked at the guide, but I still wasn't sure. I was like, okay. Trust in the guide. Insert the gemstone. You hear an unlocking sound from upstairs. Everything looks normal. This is new, right? Morse code abbreviations. The following table of Morse code abbreviations serve to facilitate fast and efficient Morse code communications. CQD, all stations distress. 2. I say again, I repeat. Nil. I have nothing to send to you. 161, best regards, love and kisses. SAD, search and destroy. LID, poor operator. When typing in Morse code to the handle, you can replace the points with the hyphen for short signals. No spaces are required. Well, we're definitely not sending hugs and kisses from a place like this. I guess not. But there's a couple of useful signals here, one of them in particular. I'm sure I saw the Morse code letters written down somewhere. Was it on that creepy blackboard, perhaps? I think it was. A strange machinery is laying on the floor. You found a Geiger counter. Hey, that's worth a lot. Can I hold it for a moment? How about no? We need this. Oh man. But if we make it out safe and sound, I'll let you have it, and you can resell it, okay? How do I use it? Well, once you turn it on, it will make a sound when radiation is nearby. You can locate specific stuff if it's radioactive. The more intense the sound, the more severe the radiation. Cool. Found a medal. I only have 7. Found a floor map. Ooh. You tap frantically at the handle, but you don't think it's working. There. Really wouldn't expect most things to work in this place. Oh. Odd, it's creaking. Some tiles are loose. When you scrape the paint off the walls, you can read this incision. The path will open when the stars will be devoured. I think I'm ready. The path will open when the stars will be devoured. Lockpick successful! Whoa. Spray cans, there's still some fresh yellow paint left. Obtained yellow paint. Found a mysterious piece of handwriting. Well, let's check it out. 4. I suddenly remembered those elephants in that traveling circus. When they're little, they get chained and beaten to submission. All their escape efforts are futile. But when they grow up, they're tied only by a small chain. They could break the chain any time, but they won't. They've learned helplessness. Their spirit was broken a long time ago. XXX was just like them. Or it was not the little shackles that chained XXX to this place of suffering, but something that was broken someday, somewhere. That was my first impression of XXX. Huh. Wonder who they're talking about. The highest radiation comes from the bed. It clearly didn't belong to this room, but someone brought it here. More yellow paint, nice. I assume I light these? Do not be afraid. I am very afraid. I have a feeling I have to go back down here. No. Lighter. It's open. Wait. They look like us. A child encased in what appears to be a sealed cell. He's been preserved in honey to avoid the decay of the body. He looks just like you. I see. You've come, in the end. You said you wanted to talk. And you said something about me. I don't remember ever meeting you. Who are you? I feel my name is Béla. What? How is this possible? If you're really Béla, where are the others? Are the lost soldiers still with you? You already met them. What do you mean? Exactly what I said. I know you had Klaus's glass eye on you. You killed them, didn't you? Hey, Leon, look! Behind him. What the heck? Ah, you're talking about those. Seize him. You monster! Too easy. Too easy. Did you really think I wasn't trained to disarm an armed opponent? Why did you attack me? Why did... Just as them, monster, you said. All this time I heard a voice in my head whispering, Leonid, 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 come back alive. I wonder why. You're so special. You look just like them. Oh God, not this again. And now that I got rid of that meddling pest whose name you were so obstinately shouting, I can... Huh? What did you say? Oh, that's right. It's difficult to speak with your teeth removed, but bear in mind it's for your own protection. You should also pluck those nails before I present you to the others. Rest assured it won't take long. Don't worry, I'll take care of everything. You won't need to move, to speak, to think. This must be what love would have felt like, Your Majesty. Bad ending. I'll take care of you forever. Oh, no. What? How is this possible? You're really Béla. Where are the others? Are the other soldiers still with you? You already met them. I know you had Klaus's glass eye on you. You killed them, didn't you? Hey, Leon, look behind him. What the heck? Ah, you're talking about those. Question. Achievement unlocked. What's the meaning of this? Did you do that? Why? Oh, that was a buzzy little voice. For the return of their majesty. They're in a peaceful slumber as of now, preserved in their pristine age for that day. You see, I've waited for that day for years, and they're all still here, dormant. But there's still a missing spot in the cells for the brood. I don't think this is going well, Leon. He's scratching his eye bloody. We gotta run. Wait, there's something else. Something wrong. It doesn't look like a tick, it's more like... Well, we'll figure this out later, Leon. Let's run while he's distracted. Oh, great. What the heck was that? Looks like he was trying to do something with his hands. I mean, the clones of you. That giant nest. Not to mention that creepy dude. Oh no. I'm still processing all of that myself. It certainly was creepy, but I feel I'm missing something important. Like that giant pile of clones? That must be something else. Aside from that rumor about the cloning of mice of 6 years ago, nobody cloned an organism successfully. I'm wondering what exactly you are. Let alone human beings. I hate to admit it, but I'm at a loss. It's okay, buddy. Clones, hundreds of twins, whatever, should stay in sci-fi movies. And also, that guy, I think he was trying to point at something with his fingers.
That was easy.
It looked pretty much like sign language to me. What? Are you familiar with sign language? Not really. It's just that people joke a lot about me speaking with hands a lot. You know, since I'm Italian and all. You are. But it's a completely different thing. Sign language is awesome and... Yeah? My full name is Archimede Casarosa. Haven't I mentioned it before? No, you haven't. Ugh, that's way too hard to pronounce for me. I'll stick with Archie, okay?
All right.
Yeah, it's okay. Come on, let's go. We gotta get out of here. Yeah. I can't save in there, so I have to leave. Though I'm grateful now to know that the ending stuff is actually like choices that we get later in the game. Unfortunately, I think we have to go back down there. I have a hunch. The sound doesn't stop. There must be something nearby. Break the wall with the chandelier? Yeah. I don't know. What's in this one? A new substance developed on the basis of the neurotoxin secreted by the Ampulex compressa of the savannah. The results of the testing are as follows. 0 to 2 minutes from injection, the toxin molecule begins to block the connection between the nerves and the muscle within 1 minute of an injection. 5 to 10 minutes from injection, ascending muscular paralysis leading to paralysis of the respiratory muscles. Death can still be prevented by antidote. Royal jelly. Huh. 15 to 20 minutes from injection, full impact can be seen around 20 minutes. Failure of the respiratory muscles. Project Beelzebub. It's the book that was missing from the library. Let me see. Oh dear. Oblige? There you go. Archie opens the book. The main objective is to reach a hive mind that would benefit the functioning of the colony. Whereas we can implant this mentality with nurturing, conditioning, and social pressure, it requires many years to reach the first saplings of results. With the birth of Queen Irena, we reached our third cycle, the studied means to speed up the process. A parasite that can alter the behavior of its host is going to be favored by natural selection. After the implant of the larvae, it targets a specific area of the brain and strips the host of its free will of movement. It can condition the thinking, too. The captured soldier, Béla XXXX, revealed to be the perfect candidate for an immediate conversion to the cause of the colony. What the fuck is this? Is this even possible? I mean, if this is successful, it would mean a zombie in real life. Zombie animals exist in nature. I'm speaking of insects, of course, and I know that certain kinds of drugs may condition thinking in human beings. But a fully fledged human zombie, I don't know. Jeez, I regret reading that. Oh god. Looks like an important case. Open it. There we go. Took a few tries. Achievement unlocked. Inside the chest you find an envelope with confidential written on it. That's it. It must be the confidential documents my boss was looking for. You obtained the envelope.
We did it!
My job is done. Is it? A sinister looking cage. It can fit you perfectly. Oh god. Surgeons will remove your hand nails. This greatly reduces the incidence of cannibalism. Oh god. You are not allowed to leave until your row is divided into units and all the cages are installed. Bear in mind, these cages are for your protection. It is necessary for a safe environment. Alright, this is gonna be the Samson riddle, I think. A lion statue placed on a pedestal. Could be a harder puzzle. Unless I'm doing it wrong. The lion statue is placed on his pedestal. What was that noise? Something bad for sure. Let's get out of here before this roof collapses over our head. Quick. All right. A rock. By the way, I will... Oh, yay. I will go back and gain all of the medals at some point. Oh, okay. Unlocked an achievement. Fascinating. Got 9. See like a little sliver of light over here, but I don't know if that's just the way one of the tiles is or what. All right. Archie the lighter. I don't know what this place is. Mining ores, very heavy and with nothing of value. Rusty, abandoned tools. It looks like they're sitting here since the 60s. There's something underneath it. Let's take it. Metal! Alright. Mysterious piece of handwriting. Wait, what is this confidential? Oh! This marks the XX year of the project. We're closer to form a society unified for the greater good. Queen Irena is an efficient queen. We developed several embryos starting from her eggs. They're all in the incubator cells, where the workers tend to them day and night. When the time comes, we'll prepare one of them as the successor. It's difficult to tell one apart from the other since they're basically clones with the same genes, but we're selecting the candidate. Seems that some kind of intelligence was on to us. They dispatched a military operation to shut us down, but we dealt with it at ease since we have the advantage of knowing the tunnels. With the loss of a few workers of low value, we captured their captain, Béla. Queen Irena seems displeased about her subjects. The mayhem has finally been subdued, only counting the losses is left. I'm utterly sorry to communicate that Queen Irena had died among them. Not only that, the successor that had just been declared as such this morning was nowhere to be found. According to the workers, an individual stunned the drones and proceeded to flood the bunker. If not for our intervention, everybody would have drowned. But fear not, we already secured the culprit, hence the beehive will continue undisturbed. It was that soldier, Béla. We found him with the lifeless body of Queenie Rena. We can't afford more casualties now, so instead of executing him, we turned him into Project Beelzebub. Or Beelzebub, I wonder. The operation was successful, and it should be reaching the pupating stage soon. Ugh. This is so gross. Alright, 5th. The parasite probably thinks we're not necessary for the good of the colony. That none of the old workers are necessary for the good of the colony, and he attacked everyone that tried to approach the Queen's chamber. God knows what he's doing with the cells of the brood now. Our experiment is lost, and I'm ordering to evacuate the facility. I sent a signal to our superiors through the telegraph, but it was intercepted by Beelzebub. I see his eyes following me everywhere. That's creepy. Exit has been closed by a wall. It's no use. Let's find another way. That pickaxe is too rusty to smash this wall. Uh-oh. Something is setting off the Geiger counter. Lots of radiation. Lots, wasps. Let's go back the other way first. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. It's a cove small enough to fit 2 people. 32, 1, 33, 4, 34, 2. It's increasing too fast. And it's like the radiation is approaching, or something marked by radiation. It's him. Switch the Geiger counter off and hide. Why? Don't move a muscle. Wait, what? He's gone? It's almost like he couldn't see us. I think it's okay to flick the lighter now. But why? It was like he was staring into my soul. Red. It's the color red. That encyclopedia in the library said so. Wasps are blind to red. They can't see through it. Look at the cove. There's ferrous rust all over. Oh boy. So I'm gonna go back the other way real quick. I don't know which way to go. So many different spots. Pile of rocks. I need 9 more. Well. Wait, this isn't the exit. No, it's the back of the elevator on the first floor. Hold on. I have to catch my breath. Too many stairs. I have a feeling the room with the woman in it is where we actually go, so... Well, we found the secret passages. Music sheets, they're old and yellowed. The figure of a beautiful crowned lady. Huh? So, this is what he was trying to protect? The statue? I'm not sure about that. She looks too lifelike to be one. Like she's gonna open her eyes and move. Hell no, bro. Don't scare me like that. Don't be silly, and most importantly, don't touch it. Besides, I wonder why she's lying on a bed of withered leaves and flower petals. I guess it's that creep's way to pay respect to the statue. I wouldn't be surprised if he came here regularly to take care of it. Oh, like cleaning it, or I accidentally skipped over his dialogue. Or maybe... Observe? You approach the crowned figure. The clothing that wraps her is real, albeit dusty. Under the veils, you can see a marble pattern on the arms. Oh, yes. Found a medal. Alright, let's touch her. You touch the right hand. It's rock hard and cold, but something suggests that this is some other kind of material. It's rigid, but it's definitely no mineral. Archie. What's wrong, buddy? Destroy? No. Look for Béla. I think I know who this is. We have to find Béla immediately. Why? Have you hit your head? You're telling me you want to go and look for the axe crazy soldier? It's just a hunch. You have to trust me on this, Archie. I need your help to lure him into this place. You surely must have gone crazy. And I hate to admit it, but I'm quite scared. I'm not going to leave you alone in this, though. Well, what's the plan? We're going to set a trap. We already have all we need. Let's spray a trace with yellow paint pointing right here, and then... I need more time. There's something you seemingly can't ignore in this very room. Yeah, okay, fine. Dude, what's up? Feeling tired and cold already? But don't you worry, I got your back. We're getting out of here. Thank you, Archie. The trap. Is this really going to work? We've only got one shot. Don't worry, I know what I'm doing. Plus, he's going to notice the trail soon. Right? Can you help me remember why we're doing this?
Bring it on.
It's the only way to kill the parasite. If we don't do it, it will find another host. And everything will start again. And maybe, just maybe, there's a way to save that man.
Here.
Hold the lighter, and when you see him, flash it on the mirror shards. It's time to use the bullet. Only one shot. You don't move a step further. Now! Blind him! Oh. 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 Yes. You missed! Great. Béla, this is my last request to you. You're the only one I can trust. My last wish, please. I can tell it's not your lucky day. You see, Leonid, it hurts just for a moment. All the trespassers can rot on this soil for what it's worth, but I'll make an exception. You cannot beat nature after all. This yearning for the outside was encoded in your DNA. I reckon you're just like her. Like my queen. I guess not even mere insects can resist the urge to see the light and burn. All so willing to die to reach it. So I'll let you have it. I'll show you the exit you so desired, so you can feel how freedom can burn your eyes. Uh-oh. Oh boy. Isn't it beautiful? Jeez. He beheaded us, ending an insect attracted to the deadly light. Alright, we're gonna destroy her. Hand me your lighter. Sure, but why? I've seen enough. This is all wrong. This place and all that world belongs to it shouldn't exist in a normal world, starting from this mummy. Let's leave this place once and for all, Archie. You... What did you do? No! Archie! Please, hang on. We're so close to the exit. I will find help. Once I get out, You're not going anywhere, kid. I won't forgive you for this. So save your prayers, Leonid. Because I won't go easy on you like I did on your friend. Well... So have a taste of honey. Please, kill me. Excuse me, what did you say, you cockroach? In response to your plea, more honey gets shoved inside of your mouth by your torturer. Not enough to get you suffocated, unfortunately, but it's enough to shut down any sound from your throat unless you violently vomit. You accidentally did that once, and the possibility of spilling honey from your mouth again terrorizes you. Last time you did that, Béla extracted all your teeth. What could he possibly do next? Gouge your eyes, maybe? The thought of not knowing is slowly creeping inside your mind. No. No more. No. Forget it. You need to be hydrated. Not too much. just as to barely keep you alive and conscious. Huh. Sweaty, huh? Are your kidneys collapsing yet? You seem in so much pain right now. The bugs can feast to their heart's content. You can hear them buzzing around you like scavengers ready to lay on their dying prey. During his ramblings, Beelzebub sat next to you and explained in full detail the vicious cycle he put you in. Chaining you on the boat, throwing you in the infested flood on the underground floor, feeding you only honey when on the verge of death, only to have you violently expel and dehydrate and have all the insects swarm and feast on you. Dear Lord. A punishment fit for the regicide. Every day, like in that Shakespeare's tragedy. How long will it take before your mind will give out? Will your consciousness or your body die first? Kill me, I beg you. Bad end. Scaphism, the punishment for regicide. Okay, so now I'm gonna go and get the ending where we shoot Béla in the heart. And then I am going to go get the other two endings that we get. Doing things that are basically mean to Archie, which increases his death meter. And then we are going to get the canon ending. And its variation, actually. You don't move a step further. Now! Blind him! Damn you. Take this. Good luck, kid. Uh-oh. He expired. His hand was trying to reach for something in the military jacket. You took the purple heart from the body. It was tightly wrapped in a diary scrap. You obtained the purple heart and a mysterious piece of handwriting. No, this can't be. Leon, what's happening? The purple heart and the dog tag. It's split in half. Just like mine, the one I was found with. I believe it's the other half. But why? Is he dead? He's dead. I hope that in some way he found peace. Me too. Alright. I don't regret what I did. Freeing the brood was the right choice. I may not have been able to make everybody escape, but I'm glad the kid is safe. I was able to fulfill her wish in the end. As a worker, my duty is complete, and I wouldn't need to be terminated. But as myself, as Béla, I'm hoping Leonid will what I couldn't. He was given the name Leonid, the brightest meteor shower you can see from above the bunker. And she wished upon that shooting star, hoping to be saved someday. We both wished. Well, let's go, buddy. Wait. The Purple Heart, for which I descended into this bunker, was in my hands. Yet, I couldn't bring myself to hand it over anymore. My pals were not waiting for me. They hadn't called out for help, because it was just a prank, they said. I think it's just a prank is what Archie said too, after he cracked his knuckles and went after them. Violence wasn't necessary, they both fled. After that, I quit my studies. Oh. I still meet with Archie from time to time. So, what are you going to do from now on? I heard that in Canada they're developing a system of instant communication named just like you. It's a global library, apparently. So I took interest in that. I will be keeping on studying, and I'll do my best to have the beehive in public attention. Sounds great. Well, that nerdy stuff is still out of my understanding, but it sounds incredible. By the way, drop by my house. You can't study with an empty stomach, right? We're having baked pasta this evening. I tried to get the proof we collected and the envelope that Archie took back then to the newspapers, to no avail. So 3 years later, I uploaded them in the Archie internet search engine. I took the matter into my own hands. I'm confident someone will be able to find and decipher them, and believe me. Ending time fled so fast since then. Alright, so I did some stuff and got Archie's death meter very high. Basically, we have to be mean to him when he fixes the elevator. In the hideout, we have to both tell him he doesn't understand when we're talking about our bullies, and tell him that we put pineapple on pizza, which I don't think is a crime, but he does. There is a skull on the floor in the room with the 2 skeletons that we have to poke. We also have to at least have him search 1 or 2 beds with the wasps on them and drop the rocks on ourselves. And just overall be kind of a menace to poor Archie. So we're gonna see what happens. I think we can get kind of 3 endings while doing this. So it's either 2 or 3. There we go. This is it. Archie, what happened? What is this? A needle. Hang on. I'll lift you up. That's not a normal needle. We must hurry. I can't. That was an ambush, for sure. Only I had the antidote. Were you looking for this? No, it can't be. You bastard. Why do you have it? Hold on, Leon. This is bad. My body is going numb. I can't move. Of course you can't. The neurotoxin disables the nervous system first. If you may speak, this is the moment, because breathing will be a pain in a matter of minutes. You don't worry. I'm not completely a monster. My human heart hasn't died yet. You want the royal jelly? Fine, but it comes with a cost. I'd rather die. Go screw yourself. I'd rather die than treat with the likes of you. Fine with me. But I don't think you have much of a choice unless you want to drag your friend down with your pride. Be careful, I won't repeat my offer twice. Tell him to go screw himself. I'm sorry, Archie. If you want to treat with the monster, go ahead. But I can't do this. You hear me, Béla? Go fuck yourself. How stupid. Is that your definitive answer? Well then. You didn't have to stay. I'm sorry. That was pretty cool, actually. We don't have much time left. I wish I had a cigarette to light. What do you want to do? We're gonna hold hands. Hey, don't be scared. I'll be with you until the end. You hold on to Archie's hand tightly. You can't feel the warmth for long, but your drifting conscience is accompanied by it. And in the end, the feeling of holding hands is the last thing you remember. Ending until the bitter end. No, it can't be. You bastard. Why do you have it? Hold on, Leon. This is bad. My body is going numb. I can't move. Of course you can't. The neurotoxin disables the nervous system first. If you may speak, this is the moment. Because breathing will be a pain in a matter of minutes. Alright. I'd rather die. You didn't have to stay. I'm sorry. That was pretty cool, actually. We don't have much time left. I wish I had a cigarette to light. What do you want to do? Mercy kill? I'm so sorry, Archie. Close your eyes, Archie. And tell me about that pizza toppings. We're going to try once we're out of here. Right. So, hear me out. It's an all-you-can-eat. We must plan beforehand. We're having the weak toppings first, then the spicy, and then the 4 cheese ones. And after the 6th pizza, they'll hang our photo in the Hall of Fame on the wall. We're going to have so much fun. Ending. We're going to have so much fun, Leon. That actually made me cry, but I adore Archie. Alright, last one. We're going to accept the treatment, and then I will get the canon endings. The 2 variations, one where you enter the Morse code and one where you don't. And the Morse code that you enter is search and destroy. Alright, let's hear him out. What kind of cost? It's just a simple deal. I won't give you the royal jelly for free, but I will trade it. The only antidote for the beating heart of one of you. A new host. Still young and fresh. You can't be serious, What happens if we volunteer? You won. I guess I have no choice but to... No, I won't allow that. I'll go, Leon. What are you saying, Archie? You can have mine, Béla, but you must promise you will let Leon go. We have an agreement, then. Archie, please, think back about this. You can't be serious. Don't do it. Hey, it's okay, buddy. It's my decision. It's okay, really. If one of us must leave this place alive, it's you. Look at me, I'm a good-for-nothing. I rob places to get by, and people don't want to deal with me for obvious reasons. But you're a clever guy, more than you realize, actually. You could really become someone and help society. And more importantly, I want you to live. Promise me you will become a great scientist. I know you can do it. And maybe you will be able to cure me one day. Royal jelly. I can't let his sacrifice go to waste. You reluctantly pick up the royal jelly and drink it. The figure of a beautiful, crowned lady. A statue? That's it? So that's what he was protecting. She looks quite lifelike, and the crown seemed to have been dusted recently. You touch the right hand. It's rock hard and cold, but something suggests to you that this is some other kind of material. It's rigid, but it's definitely no mineral. I'm gonna get all the metal stuff after I get the canon endings, so let's leave. I don't care about the Purple Heart anymore. I don't care about the mystery, the hazing, the going out together anymore. I just don't care anymore. But in the end, it was him who asked me to escape and not look back. I can't let his sacrifice go to waste. I can't quit yet. While the visions of the bunker still linger through my head, I made it a mission to come back prepared. I called for help, but nobody believed me, and when I came back, the bunker was awfully quiet. I knew that soldier was hiding somewhere. Uh-oh, there's hands behind him. I still don't understand what happened to us and why, or what were the secrets of this place. I feel that would have been important to foresee what was going to happen, and still. Why was he looking for a beating heart? And why did that soldier seem to know me? No, not yet. Once I will be able to develop a cure, I will come back for you. I won't waste my life, Archie. I promise. Ending. Remember the promise you made. All right.
Oh no, you don't.
Béla, this is my last request to you. You're the only one I can trust. My last wish, please. Your wish is my command. Want you to free the brood. Do what I couldn't do. The brood? But if I fail, we would all be terminated on the spot. I know, but I'm asking anyway. I won't question your request, Your Majesty, but I won't be able to go back for you, and you won't be able to anyway. What? Once you leave, I'll flood the bunker sealed shut. I'm planning to take everything down with me. It's the least I can do for all of you. What? No, I can't accept that. You can't ask me to leave you to die here. Please, listen to me. This deranged beehive has only brought much suffering, and I could do nothing but watch. They had me blinded at birth. My legs can't walk. They did this to ensure I wouldn't escape easily and I wouldn't survive on my own, or so they thought. But I had plenty of time to envision a plan and wait for the right moment to act. I will do my part. I ask of you to assist me. Should I command the workers to act against the beehive that they consider a greater good, they would not listen. But you're different. You're the Emerald. As much as I wanted to live, I can't go on with the guilt of all the suffering in my name. I want to do at least one good deed. I can save only one person with my hands, and I want to save you. I beg of you, reconsider your choice. Please, come with me. There's not much time left. You have to go now. What do I do? What do I do? I sealed the cells so the developing embryo should survive the flood, but can't possibly leave the successor here. Shh, please, don't cry. Knocking out the drones wasn't easy already. You might alert the other workers. You have to come with me. This is clearly not working. Okay. Oh, Claire. I cannot sing that, so... You're really like your mother, you know. She plays this lullaby non-stop in her room. Oh, right. Where I'm bringing you, you will see the real sky. You will love it there, Leonid. Oh, I accidentally skipped that. While the water started flooding the lower passages, I ran through the tunnels until I felt the cold air of the night sky. Since I haven't seen the surface in years, even the faintest light felt blinding. And then... I found a nice house near the exit of the bunker. A kind lady was living there at the time. That must do. I'm sorry, little one. This is where we part. I'll leave you with this letter and half my dog tag, so the lady will take care of you. There's something I must do now. May I not come back? I scratched on the tag a message for you for when you're older. She blessed you with the name of the brightest meteor shower looking above you from the sky. The rest is now up to you, Leonid. Good luck, kid. But in the end, I broke the promise. Even though I couldn't have escaped alone, I couldn't bring myself to leave her behind. And when I arrived, it was too late. The plan failed, and she was laying on the floor limp. It must have been then, when I was still shaking her, that they found me. I made a terrible mistake, but I still had hope, and I held on to it all these terrible years. Even when the parasite took control of my body, even when Beelzebub was awake. One single hope.
Come back alive. Come back alive. Come back alive.
Come back. Live. I'm sorry, there was no other way. Is he dead? He was dead already. You read it, didn't you? The report about the parasite called Beelzebub. Look. Just like a lobotomy, they planted the larvae in the eye socket. He was basically reanimated only by the strong will of protecting the queen till death. Leaving him like this would have been cruel. I wish it wasn't necessary, but hey, I get it. But I had to make sure that the parasite won't look for a new host. Let's go home, Leon. You're absolutely certain that the parasite was blasted off with half of his rotten brain, yet the soldier is still moving. He reaches with the left hand and shows you in the grip of his purple heart. More like a dog tag. Half a dog tag. The exact matching half of your good luck charm. You obtain the purple heart. This is just like mine, the one I was found with. No, it's the other half. Who are you exactly talking to then? The parasite is dead, and you thought that man was too, but then you remembered those studies in the library. The man surviving with the skull pierced through the eye, the possibility of severing half of the brain and still being able to survive, a possibility as rare as a miracle, but... Leon, are you okay? What do we do now? We're going out. Me, you, and Béla. We'll ask for help, and we'll tear this place down. And so I brought my friends the Purple Heart, soldier and all. Oh wait, and so I brought my friends, in quotes. And they immediately freaked out. It was quite the spectacle. Before they were able to flee, Archie grabbed them both and forced them to call for backup. I never saw them scream before. He put up a convincing delinquent act, all for the sake of scaring them and showing who was boss. They didn't see it coming, did they? Fricking losers! I get it, you had fun, but violence is not necessary. Don't do anything that will get you put in jail. There's no need, really. After this, they will never bother you again, trust me. After all, you survived in a secluded bunker and avoided death once or twice. You can definitely stand up to those bullies now, am I right? To have the bunker shut down, we showed the proof we collected, the envelope that Archie took back then. His boss was immediately arrested. Good. It turned out he was one of the responsibles of the Beehive social experiment, Enrico Castiglione. Lately, Archie and I are learning sign language to properly communicate with Béla. You won't have to blink in Morse code again. Oh. Sometimes I still wonder what links us, but so far, I've never asked him about the dog tag. I showed him mine, and he just nodded. Seems like there will be a meteor shower tonight. I'm bringing a telescope and some good company. Even though one speaks way too much and the other one is completely silent. I'm not going to miss it. True ending, the Purple Heart. Oh, all right. Time to get the variation. Hopefully. And I got all the medals, so we'll have that after the credits. Now! Blind him! I did everything right. I should get the search and destroy variant. You obtained the Purple Heart. This is just like mine, the one I was found with. No, it's the other half. Who are you exactly talking to then? The parasite is dead, and you thought that man was too. But then you remembered those studies in the library. The man surviving with the skull pierced through the eye. The possibility of severing half of the brain and still being able to survive. A possibility as rare as a miracle, but... Leon, are you okay? What do we do now? We're going out. Me, you, and Béla. We'll ask for help, and we'll tear this place down. Somebody responded to the search and destroy call. This is the variation. The old bunker was dismantled and both the Beehive and Project Beelzebub came to life. Béla was exposed to the spotlight after many years. After being deprived of sunlight for years, not only was he launched into a world he didn't recognize, but people were interested in his story. We decided to help him and showed the proof we collected, the envelope that Archie took back then. His boss was immediately arrested. It turned out he was one of the responsible ones of the Beehive social experiment, Enrico Castiglione. Lastly, Archie and I are learning sign language to properly communicate with Béla. You won't have to blink in Morse code again. Sometimes I still wonder what links us, but so far I've never asked him about the dog tag. I showed him mine and he just nodded. Seems like there will be a meteor shower tonight. I'm bringing a telescope and some good company. Even though one speaks way too much and the other one is completely silent. I'm not going to miss it. True ending, the Purple Heart. Search and destroy variant. Oh, that was cute though. I loved it. And we got the medal, so let's check that out after the credits. Yes! Oh my gosh. Oh, art! Okay. Oh my god! Fan art! Let's have fun! By Dark Sky Luna. Oh yes. I see you, oh well, by Kurosai. Ooh. Béla by Kiloki. Archie by Meiji. Oh gosh, everyone's done such a beautiful job on this fan art.
We did it!
Hey buddy, congrats! You made it this far, we must celebrate. Just where did I hide the booze? Hey, mind a little search? Don't let Béla see it though. He might confiscate it. So cute. Don't worry, he just wants to give you a hug. By Stardust, and they had V's in there too. That's cute though. Staying snazzy by Kurosai. May have to do fan art for this at some point too. Trust me, I'm an engineer. Archie by Yisa Sensei or Wisa? Yes. Béla by Ufefe1. I hope I'm pronouncing oh right. By the way, this is by Hana Flower Art. I hope I'm pronouncing people's screen names right, by the way. Hell yeah! Archie by Heaven Bunny 95. So cute. This is the guest book. You see familiar names in the signatures. Leon. I chose this name for the protagonist for two reasons. The first is its meaning, son of the lion, like the Samson's riddle, which links lions to bees. In case you were wondering, it was indeed the Slavic version as Leonidas. Leonidas was a Spartan king, and giving Leon the name of a king wasn't casual. The other reason I chose this name is the Leonids, a meteor shower that occurs every 33 years. All the rulers in the beehive have star names. In the end, I shortened it as Leon because it's easier to pronounce and it's a worldwide famous name. Archie. You may have read in that optional dialogue, but his full name is Archimede. It's an intentional reference, so let me explain. The name is Greek in origin, just as Leonids, and it was the name of an Italian genius. If I listed all of his inventions, the snippet would be way too long. Most importantly, he was famous because he was a quick problem solver and a machine inventor. I give Archie the ability to tinker with machinery and the fascination with them for this. By the way, I shortened it as Archie because I know that Archimede is a pain to pronounce to non-native speakers. I already tortured players enough with the wind rose in deep inside, I think. Yes, I would have had trouble saying his full name the whole time through. Alright, Béla. I always giggle when I see someone calling him Béla instead of Béla, but let's get serious with the name origin. Béla means pure white, white on the inside, and it was meant to be a little red herring for the fact he still has some good left in him. It's a Hungarian name. I also wanted his name to have the most letters in common possible with Beelzebub, which is the demon lord of flies. He goes by Beelzebub when the parasite takes total control of him for this reason. I think it's the perfect name to link pure evil and insects, isn't it? And Irena. Since all the rulers in the beehive have names tied to stars, I chose a very special one for her. Wasp-38 is a star in the constellation of Hercules, and it was given the formal name Irena by the International Astronomical Union in January 2020. Isn't it neat? By the way, all the other queen names are from the Orion constellation, also tied to wasps. That is so cool. Okay, I looked at all of them. Want to know more about the setting's inspiration? Here's some info that could interest you. Ooh, okay, real place inspiration. I took inspiration from a building in my city. Yes, it's abandoned, but it's dear to me because it was important to my family. While the building is from the 17th to the 18th century, in the early 20th century it was repurposed as an art school. My great-grandfather, a sculptor and painter, used to teach in there. It was the years of World War II and the school was closed by the fascist regime. In that period, many buildings, especially schools, were repurposed as military bunkers. After the war, what was of that grand art school faded, and now the palace is in ruins, with the trees sprouting from the stone floor. There's literally a petition to save it. I wonder if my game sparked some interest in it. In that case, I might share it in the next update. I hope that it gets saved. This is an actual painting of the palace. You can still observe it on the ceiling. The Secret Tunnel. Also an inspiration from my city. Many people don't know this, but there's really a secret underground tunnel, and it's huge. During the Holy Roman Empire, a whole underground tunnel connecting the nearby castles was dug. One of its entrances was used as a bunker to shelter people from air raids during World War II. The portion of the tunnel known covered 19 kilometers, aka 12 miles. It's closed to the public and people don't really show interest in it, alas. Alright, 10 random historical trivia. I didn't know where to put those, so I'll do it here, in numbers. Ready? Some of these refer to optional dialogues. That honey torture was real, and it was terrifying. It was one of the slowest killing methods in the Middle Ages because honey provided to the prisoner would prevent dehydration. 2. Some war diaries were found in unexpected places, especially when it came to war prisoners. Like hidden in walls to avoid detection. Some of them used special codes too. 3. In Naples, they conducted an experiment regarding growing plants 60 meters below ground. It worked, and now they also grow basil that is sold to local pizzerias. 4. In the early 20th century, there was a weird theory about radiation of the moon being able to revive a dead person. I referenced it in some points of the game, did you notice? A couple. I think one of them, of course, was when we were looking at the study. And radiation was circled. Béla's uniform is inspired on a uniform used in the Italian army in the past. I didn't want to be disrespectful to the army, so it's heavily altered. I really hope no one mistook it for the Nazi uniform. Number 6. In the late 80s, Den Haro was a popular idol in Italy. He's the Milli Vanilli of my country. That's the little reference in Archie's dialogue. Number 7. The gramophone lullaby in the Queen's room is the first human voice ever recorded. It's from 1860 and the voice is Edward Leon Scott de Martinville's. de Martinville's. He was also the inventor of the phonograph. Number 8. The mice cloning experiment Leon was talking about was conducted by Ilmense et Hoop in 1981. It wasn't until 1997, though, that the first mammal was cloned successfully. Number 9. The Archie engine was developed in the last of the 80s and became accessible in 1990 by Alan Emtich. It is considered the first internet search engine. Number 10. DDT and Kino were pioneers of rock music in the former USSR, both anti-war. DDT are still in activity to this day, but they've been unfortunately banned from performing live in their country. Pretty cool. I mean, that's sad, but you know. You found the moonshine Archie head. Fun. You want to know where Archie hid the booze? I'll give you a little hint. It's in a vase. I guess he won't let you talk to me until you have a toast together. Here you go, Archie.
All right.
Oh, that's it. That's it. Now let's make a toast. You. What are you hiding? Nothing, sir. Good for you. Ciao! Welcome in the bonus room. I'm Banya, the creator of the game. Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you, Banya. Ask me anything. Thanks. I don't think you need it. I shall take it for myself. Béla confiscated your booze. What a bummer. Well, no need for alcohol to be in high spirits. You shall not pass. Don't worry, I won't harm you this time. Can I truly not pass? Okay. Oh, inspiration of the game. First of all, on the side on my left, I've written all the details of the setting inspiration. Please give it a look. It's dope stuff. Second, what do wasps and bunkers have in common? Soldiers? Don't worry, for once I won't do a dad joke. My main inspiration was Welcome to the Battery, to which I did a little homage at the beginning. I recommend you watch it. It's just a minute long. The idea sparked when I watched a documentary about real-life zombies. I love documentaries, both about nature and history, and I often watch them at night. All the sections in the library are real documented experiments on human beings, except the beehive, of course. Speaking of which, there are several creatures in the animal kingdom that can literally take over the host's brain, and one of them is the Ampulex compressa, the emerald jewel wasp. In general, all insects' world is ruthless and cruel, but some wasps can control their hosts for a month, which is an eternity given their short lifespan. So, what if something like that happened to humans? Well, hopefully it stays only in the horror realm. Yes, indeed. The beehive is a fictional social experiment. I didn't involve real human experiments, I just want to be simple, realistic, sort of, and doable. The focus was to create a utopian society, not to have mutated super soldiers, also make humans live like animals. Character's origins? Leon. His full name is Leonid Romanovich Voronin. Zodiac sign, Taurus. Blood type AB. If it was the present day, he'd be into Ghost and Nirvana for sure, while still listening to Kino and DDT. Nice. Ghost and Nirvana? Excellent. The inspiration behind Leon is a mixture of an old character and an homage to a person I used to know. Before we met, she went through a lot of bullying. She once told me she wanted a friend that supported her unconditionally when she was afraid and alone. Aww. Leon has in common with her the fact that he doesn't realize he has great skills but hides his insecurity under a tough persona. For the same reason I gave him Archie's support, I made Archie see right through the skills Leon doesn't believe he has in himself. Alright. Archie! With a cynic protagonist and a gloomy villain, I thought a cheerful supporter would work. Heck yeah! He's not inspired by anyone in particular, so he's probably the one with more common traits with me. Sometimes I have the same optimistic, overconfident, idiot attitude. He's just a little more bombastic. Here's some trivia. Archie is Pisces, blood type A, his favorite food is pizza diavola, and he would love Eurobeat and Daft Punk in the present day. Nice! Béla and Beelzebub. I wanted to write Béla as a man whose sense of reality and time is slowly drifting away. His solitude warped completely his sense of self. He still talked to the two skeletons as if they were alive, and could reply to him. He decorated them with glasses in place of the medals he think they deserved. He still plays the Queen's favorite song, a lullaby called Au clair de la lune, thinking it may bring her some solace. You can discern him from Beelzebub because he can't speak. He retains control only of the left-eyed arm since the parasite was implanted. He asks for help straight from the start, and if you notice there's a contrast with the spoken words and his gestures. Beelzebub, the parasite, has access to his memories and capabilities and agrees with Béla to protect the Queen, but he's not human at his core. Here's some trivia. His zodiac sign is Leo, blood type unknown. He's left-handed. His favorite songs are Everybody's Talking by Harry Nilsson and Harvest Moon by Neil Young. I quite like that one, actually. Irena. I hope the revelation of the Queen not being a gargantuan cryptid wasn't a bummer for you. I mean, as a cryptid myself, nah, it wasn't a bummer at all. I'd envisioned since the start of the project for her to be a regular person. Irena didn't know the outside world. She was born and raised to be the Queen. She spent her life yearning for freedom, wanting to hold her brood in her arms at least once. The appearance as a statue is a true technique of embalming invented and popularized by Alfredo Salafia in the early 20th century. But my real-life inspiration for her is a venerable skull in the city I used to study in, Lucia the Corpse Bride. Trivia about Irena. She is blood type AB, once considered the royal blood type. She would love both opera and symphonic metal in the present day. Heck yeah! They all have good music choices, honestly. Alright, the hidden secrets. There are a few things I didn't include in the walkthrough. I'll give you just a hint. Historically, in World War II, there was a huge emphasis on decoding messages. The Enigma machine was the peak of refinery. There may be some hidden messages hidden throughout the game, and of different kinds, too. You're smart. I know you can do it. No, teach me one, Banya. Really? Well, I'll show you an easy one. Basically, it's a string of apparent gibberish that can be translated. So that's what those, letters and numbers we found were. You can easily find tools online, too. I'll show you an example. Try to translate this one and see where it leads you. So apparently it's a URL, but I have no idea what it leads to. I always try to be very careful about opening URLs I don't know. Y'all can also, if you really want to, decode this yourself. Alright, is it going to be a series? SB, if you're reading here, this is for you. But to everybody, SB asked me why I don't make a series with swarms and suggested a few titles of it. Who knows? If the game has good traction, I might do it for real. I'm not sure if you'll like it or not. After all, every project is different, and I still think Deep Inside was a lucky one. My goal, however, has never changed from the start. Even if only one person on the planet says that they liked my game, I would be happy. Well, I'm pretty sure by now a lot of people have said they liked this game, and I like this game. Future projects. I think I'll rest for a bit, but I'll make some little projects too, to try new things, engines, and learn new mechanics. The two I have in line are a little vertical shooter and a short ship-themed horror RPG. Alright, goodbye, Banya. Thank you for playing Emerald Wasp. I hope to see you again in the future. Ciao, ciao. Do you wish to leave? Yes. Alright, but before you go, thank you so much for playing Emerald Wasp. Well, Banya, thank you for making it. That was Emerald Wasp. Gosh, this game was an absolute trip. I'm not even sure where to start, except to say that I loved it. It was very weird, but the premise was so cool. Firstly, being trapped in an underground World War II bunker and uncovering a science experiment to create an utopia using wasps was honestly really cool. I'm very fond of zombies and as a genre, and I've only seen a few different medias using parasites to create zombies. Wasps, however, is not one of the things that I've ever seen before, and I thought it was a very creative plotline. Heck, even with this story, I actually very much liked that the queen herself was just a normal human that had been born into and caught up in all of this, and that our main character Leon was actually related to all of this and was part of the brood. That was a really cool twist. Like, I don't know, it just was very fascinating. On top of that, the cloning in general seems like it would be difficult to do, but definitely works for a game like this. But I have to admit, all of Béla and his story and dealing with him actually broke my heart. He was a very tragic character, and being forced after he came back to basically take in this parasitoid wasp and become Beelzebub was really awful. Although it does make for a very cool design aspect. But the way that we uncovered all of this as we went, the books we find about wasps and science experiments meant to control people, as well as Béla's journal pages, really foreshadowed just what we were going into as we made our way into the depths of the bunker. The sheer amount of wasp imagery beyond that too was definitely a little unsettling. I'm glad that we didn't have to see an attack beyond when we fell into the wasp pit, which, by the way, had been horrifying, especially when we see what I now realize was Béla's arm, which was pretty gross. Although beyond the trypophobia, I really wasn't too bothered by the rest of the unsettling imagery. Like, it was scary in the sense that I felt fear for the characters' lives. I didn't know how things were going to go down. But otherwise, it was, you know, on par with something you would find in an RPG Maker horror game, which, you know, I've played quite a few of by now. I also really loved the different endings. They were fairly easy to get and honestly very different from each other. Obviously, there were two groupings of the canon ending and its variants, as well as the variants where we get poisoned and die with Archie, or in which, you know, those were similar, but obviously overall the endings varied quite differently. I love being able to solve the telegraph puzzle to get the variant even in the canon ending. That was really cool. But you know, the canon ending was the most satisfying to get. I thought it was pretty sweet. I'm glad Béla was still alive. I'm glad that they were all basically friends. And I'm glad that they went and lived their lives properly and, you know, didn't let this affect all of them all that badly. As far as all the puzzles went, they were nice. Not too hard to solve, which, as someone who is bad with puzzles, I appreciate. I think the only things that got me a little frustrated was the walk through the path where we would die if we stepped off of the red, which was because the walk mechanic was a little sticky, so I had to be super careful with how I actually did it. And of course, being chased always takes me a few tries to get through, so that was a little frustrating too. Overall though, I loved this game. I know I started with that, I'm gonna end with that too. It was one of the most fun games that I've played in a while. There were some heartfelt moments, the characters were likable, with Archie being my favorite because he's hilarious and adorable, although Béla's design was my favorite out of everyone's. And the story was weird and cool, and the horror aspects were gross and creepy and very tense. Not to mention the music used was excellent. This was just a really good game. I'm going to have to play Deep Inside as well. And honestly, I hope Banya creates more RPG Maker horror games in the future. This one only came out this year, so likely we'll have to wait a few more years for another, if Banya decides to make more. But since they mentioned having a couple small projects in mind, I do hope that we at least get those. But eventually I would love to try another big project by Banya as well. And if y'all made it this far, thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed this game as much as I did, and I hope you liked this video. If you did like it, please hit that like button. It not only makes me feel good, but it also puts the video into the YouTube algorithm. And if you want to see more of me, but you haven't yet subscribed, please subscribe. I upload videos every Monday, Wednesday, and Saturday, and sometimes extras and shorts randomly throughout the week. I also stream on Twitch on an ever-changing schedule at the moment, but normally it is Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. Fridays are usually twice a month, though they have been known to be more, and sometimes less. And I hope to see you all next time. Bye!